So I just shared some what I think is great advice with somebody who expressed to me that she was still having a hard time and struggling with figuring out what she wants to do, what she wants to study, and what type of career that she wants to go into. So for the time being, she's been doing, just some odd jobs. And I shared some advice with her that I want to share with you too if you are also struggling with this. What I noticed about what she was expressing to me about the approach that she was taking to help to try to figure out what to do. People are asking her, what do you want to study? What career do you want to go into? And it was causing her a lot of anxiety because she was thinking about, well, I've got to figure this out. I've got to know what I want to study and what type of career that I want to go into. How do I do this? And just feeling overwhelmed. Well, to me, that said to me that she has been taking what I call an outside-in approach. Looking at what exists, looking at the degrees that are out there, looking at the careers that exist, and then trying to figure out, well, what suits me best, or what do I like, and then just getting really confused, feeling overwhelmed, feeling stressed out, and you know what, just I don't want to do anything, right? Maybe that feeling is familiar to you. Well, if it is, I suggest that you take a different approach, the opposite approach, which is take an inside-out approach. So forget what exists, forget what degrees are out there, forget what careers exist and what's out there, and go deep within. Go to your essence and ask yourself, how is it that you want to be contributing to the world, to your community, to wherever you are? What contribution do you want to make? What is it that you would like to be doing? Using your talents, tapping into your interests, thinking about the ways, maybe the different compliments that you hear about yourself consistently. Take all of this into account and go from there. So I'll share with you just a little bit my story and how I applied this inside-out approach. So I'm sharing it to give you an idea and something, in a way that you could approach this for yourself so that you can come up with a solution and feel good and feel calm moving forward. So what I knew always about myself is that I knew that I wanted to help people. I didn't know exactly how I was going to help people, meaning in terms of what my career was going to be, but I just went in knowing I am going to do something that's going to be about helping others in the world. And my interests, right? So now, pairing that with my interests. So what are my interests at the time, especially, and still now, but at the time when I was studying, was just learning about people, understanding people, understanding how relationships work. And so naturally, bringing that together, it made sense for me, inside out, to study psychology. And so that's what I did. Got my degree in psychology in undergrad. And through that, so that was the action step that I took based on what I wanted to ultimately do. And through that, I discovered social work. And I said, this is a way that I really want to help people. I felt it was hands-on. I'm a hands-on type of a person. Really practical way of being able to help others. Okay? And so I did that, got my degree in social work, and I moved forward in that career. And it was only like working as a social worker for 10 years that I met someone who was doing coaching. And I hadn't ever heard of it before that. And then I watched this person present in the way that he helps people. And I was really drawn to it because it was so empowering. So by the time I got to that, I said, this is exactly how I want to be helping people because it's empowering. And that's what I believe is the best way to help others. So just so you understand how it all comes together, so me asking myself, what do I want to do in this world? And I say, well, I want to help people in some way. And that could have been any way, right? There's so many different ways that we can help others. If someone is great with numbers, they can help others by being their accountant, for example. So for me, with my interest in people, my interest in relationships, it made sense for me to then study psychology because that's what's going to give me the tools and the skills to help people in the way that I think I'd be good at helping them. And so that led me to then also think about not just my what I want to be doing and then bridging that with my interests, but also bringing in my values ultimately, which is the way I believe is the best way to help others. And that I found through coaching. And there's so many other ways that I can be doing that, but right now, this is what suits me best. And maybe as I continue to move forward, with this vision, with this desire to help others, I might find some other way and other ways to do that as well. So take this inside out approach. You'll feel calmer, you'll feel more at peace. It's going to give you so much more clarity. I wish you the best of luck moving forward. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me anytime.